YouTube, what is going on? Scenario Talk 23. I'm back with another video. Before we get into the video, YouTube, I need you to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell while you at it. So today we got sneakers Will Smith wore in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Let's get straight into it.
If you're a fan of the 90s sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, then you probably know that Will Smith's character was known for his impressive collection of sneakers. So today, we're going to be taking a trip down memory lane to explore some of the best sneakers worn on the show. The Nike Air Force High 93. Now, everyone knows that the Air Jordan 5 is the most iconic sneaker from the show, and we'll get to that later, but the often overlooked Nike Air Force 193 is up there in terms of Will's favorite sneaker. The silhouette features a distinctive crisscrossing strap and a collar panel reminiscent of the Air Jordan 8. Will wore them all the time, so next time you sit down to watch some reruns, see if you can spot a pair or two. Whether he's working at the Peacock stop, lounging at home, or out on a date, the Air Force 1 High 93 seemed to be Will's go-to shoe next to the Jordan 5. The Air Jordan 9. Despite never wearing the OG Air Jordan 9 on a basketball court for the Bulls, Michael Jordan did sport them in the movie Space Jam, which was filmed during his first retirement from the NBA. And while MJ didn't give a lot of love to the 9s, Will Smith made sure to give the 9s some screen time, pairing them with an African-American College Alliance sweatsuit and even a ruffled tuxedo for his friend Jazz's wedding. Will demonstrates the versatility of the Air Jordan 9, which is known for being one of Jordan's most comfortable silhouettes. The Nike Air Trainer SC Royal White and Silver.
Bruh, I gotta get a pair of these, bro. These is probably one of my favorite non-Nike.
For being one of Jordan's most comfortable silhouettes. The Nike Air Trainer SC Royal.
Them shits is clean as hell, especially in that black and gray. Come on, need it. Auburn need it. Like,
and silver. For one of their earliest star cameos, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air landed none other than the dual sport superstar Bo Jackson, resulting in the show's very first two-part episode. In the week leading up to the airing, Will Smith and Bo Jackson filmed a special promo that aired on NBC, and as a sign of respect, Will donned the white, royal, and silver edition of Bo Jackson's current Nike sneaker, which was the versatile SE Trainer. Will's outfit in this promo is just fire, and it was just really fitting for the promo, and it marked the beginning of a streak of memorable guest appearances on the show. The Nike Air Max 180. Although the first season of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air featured plenty of dope basketball silhouettes, it wasn't until the second season that Will began to show off his impressive collection of runners. In the episode She Ain't Heavy, Will dons a pair of bright ceramic Air Max 180s, which may have been inspired by Michael Jordan's love for the silhouette. Later in the same season, Will continues to showcase his excellent taste in sneakers by wearing a pair of Scream Green Air Huaraches in the episode Community Action. Will's love for stylish and comfortable runners is evident throughout the entire show. Fun fact, do you know Will Smith used to beg Michael Jordan for new sneakers to wear on the show?
I was literally calling Jordan, and I was like, Mike, please don't give it to nobody. Like, just let me be the first person.
Oh, really?
I gotta be the first person to wear it.
That's dope.
He was like, man, I don't run that.
The Nike Airspeed Turf Max. One of my personal favorite sneaker moments from the show.
I ain't gonna lie, if I never seen, I would have never noticed all these shoes. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really watch the show, but he had on heat every season, every episode.
Will lost wages. When Will and Carlton become stranded in Las Vegas after Carlton develops a gambling addiction. With no money or tickets to get home, the two of them enter a talent contest in a desperate attempt to escape the city. They take the stage and give it their all, performing a dance routine to the Sugar Hill Gang's Apache. Will wears the Nike Airspeed Turf Max for the occasion, which is a rare choice for him as he usually opts for sneakers designed for basketball. However, it's easy to see why he made an exception for the stylish Airspeed Turf Max. And although Will and Carlton didn't win the contest, their performances have become iconic, and it's hard to hear the lyrics jump on it without thinking of their dance moves. An iconic moment in the 90s. The Nike Charles Barkley 34, or the CB34. In season 6 of The Fresh Prince, Will started out the season wearing Timberlands for the first 4 episodes. However, he eventually switches things up and pays tribute to one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Charles Barkley. He wore the CB34 in episode 5. In the episode, Will plans to play some hoops with his cousin Nicky in the kitchen, and it's kind of a rare scene because you don't really see him dribbling a basketball throughout the show. The CB34, which was actually inspired by Godzilla and Nike print ads starring Charles Barkley, features white teeth-like pods and Sir Charles spelled out on the outsole. It's a bold choice that showcases Will's love for unique basketball kicks. The Nike Air Ultra Force High. Throughout the show, Will is often seen wearing basketball sneakers, but he rarely actually plays basketball on the show. One exception is in the season 1 episode Courting Disaster, when Will joins Bel Air Academy's basketball team and becomes a star player. For the occasion, he wears a Nike Ultra Force High. A silhouette is similar to the Nike Air Command Force, but it didn't have visible air bubbles. Will Smith ends up dominating on the court, leading viewers to wonder if it's the shoes that are responsible for his success. It's a rare chance to see Will Smith actually playing basketball on the show, and he proves that he's got some serious skills on the basketball court. The Air Jordan 6. On the night before the 1993 NBA Playoffs Eastern Conference Semifinals, the season 3 finale of The Fresh Prince aired, and of course featured a subtle nod to Michael Jordan in the form of Will's footwear choice. In the first scene of the episode, Will is seen wearing a pair of white infrared Air Jordan 6s, which was first released in 1991 when Michael Jordan won his first NBA championship in a pair of black infrared 6s. Will eventually gives the black infrared version of the sneaker some love later in the show, but the Air Jordan 6, iconic shoe on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The Nike Solo Flight 90. During season 1 of The Fresh Prince, Will declares to Hillary,
"His Highness would like to discuss the condition of his royal sneakers."
He goes on to instruct her on the proper way to clean them using a toothbrush.
"You will clean them with your toothbrush. Not side to side, though. Not up and down, but a smooth, circular motion."
Do you want me to floss them too?
Really funny scene. This scene, in which Will assigns Hillary a series of chores as punishment for dropping out of college without telling Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil, marks one of the earliest instances in which sneakers are given a prominent role in the show. Will is frequently seen sporting the Solo Flights throughout the series, and they always appear to be super clean and crispy. A fire sneaker. They need to retro this joint. Alright, like I mentioned earlier, the Air Jordan 5 is so important to Will's character in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, so I wanted to give it a bit more airtime because he wore several variations of the silhouette. The Air Jordan 5 was designed by Tinker Hatfield and released by Nike in 1990. It was the 5th installment in the Air Jordan line, and it was the first Air Jordan model to feature a...
Comment what's y'all favorite Jordans. For me, it's 4. I ain't gonna lie. It goes 4 or 5. I don't know, it's kind of between 11 and 6 because it's something about 11, but it's just like when you wear a 6, bro, they just look so clean, especially them Carmines. Like, but yeah, comment what's your favorite Jordans.
Rubber sole and a 3M reflective tongue. The sneaker was inspired by World War II fighter planes and featured design elements such as a shark tooth motif on the midsole and a fighter plane inspired lace lock. The Air Jordan 5 was obviously worn by Michael Jordan during his time with the Bulls, but he unfortunately never won a championship in them. Nonetheless, they're iconic and just one of the best sneakers of all time. Alright, let's talk about some of the colorways that Will Smith wore on the show. The metallic colorway of the Air Jordan 5, one of the OG colorways, are without a doubt the sneakers that Will wears the most during the first season of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and they remain a staple throughout the series, and that's because they're the pair of sneakers that he has on in the iconic Fresh Prince of Bel-Air intro, which everybody knows by heart. And this means that the metallic 5s can technically be seen in every single episode of the show. However, there's something really special about the moment in the pilot episode when Will enters his aunt and uncle's Bel-Air mansion for the very first time and turns the corner into the living room, revealing a full shot of him in the striking metallic 5s. This is a sneaker moment that truly stands out in the show's history. Alright, the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red. Although they might have had the same level of prominence as the black metallic 5s or the Grapes, Will still made a lasting impression with his unmatched pairs of Fire Red Air Jordan 5s. By pairing 2 different bull-steam colorways with the sneakers and leaving the laces untied, Will's early series portraits exude a unique sense of style that foreshadows the show's reputation for fashion. The Fire Red Air Jordan 5 may have not enjoyed the same level of attention as some of the other colorways, but Will's unique interpretation of them left a lasting impression. Alright, one more colorway of the Air Jordan 5, and I think you know which one is coming up. But before we do that, a lot of you guys think you're subscribed to the channel, but you actually aren't. You see the videos and you recommend it and you watch them and we appreciate it, but if you could please subscribe if you haven't already, it would mean the world to us. Alright, moving on. The Air Jordan 5 in the Grape colorway. In the season 1 episode Courting Disaster, Will has a dream in which he imagines himself as a pro basketball player, and he sees what an ad for his own signature sneakers would look like. During the dream, Will defeats Detroit Pistons Pistons legend Isaiah Thomas in a game of one-on-one, and a narrator refers to his kicks as
Air Fresh Gym Shoes. Just pass it to Will.
However, during the streamer at this very moment, Will is actually wearing a pair of grape Air Jordan 5s, a colorway that Michael Jordan never wore in an NBA game. It's hard to see the white and purple and emerald grape 5s and not immediately think of Will Smith or the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And in 2018, Jordan Brand released a special version of the grape 5s called the Fresh Prince 5s, which didn't come with laces at all, just like how Will wore them on the show. Jordan Brand also gave Will Smith a special gold satin edition of the grape 5s to celebrate his 50th birthday. The grape 5s are so closely associated with Will Smith and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that it's fair to say that you could permanently call them the Fresh Prince 5s. They are the most important pair of sneakers in the show's history, hands down. Thanks for watching, my friends. Bye for now.
And then they made him them 5. See, and I ain't gonna lie, when they made them 5s for him with all them colors, them shits was slick trash. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, and they was reselling, like, well, we not into all that. But YouTube, if you rocking with the channel, leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. Catch me on the next one.